All right, so my demo about flashing the MSI boards will start with the mFlash method, which is mFlash is a MSI firmware application that gives you the beautiful UI interface in the BIOS setup to perform the firmware update. Um, so what you can see here is Ubuntu booted on the MSI Z690 A, the DDR5 variant. Um, I have already flashed the MSI firmware here, the version AC0. So let's try to reboot into it. So I started with the Dasharo, but forgot to reboot to get everything ready, of course. Um, and yeah, it will probably take a little while because it's the DDR5. The trains hell a long of time. Uh, yes, but what we will do? I have a Dasharo binary saved on my EFI system partition, which I will show you in a second. So when the MSI firmware reboots, I will just enter the mFlash flash mode. Oh, here we are. There is some screen already. Um, right, here we go. Screw the cooler, and then we have the MSI firmware AC0 as I mentioned. And let's try to enter the flash mode. Yes, it will reboot itself. And now automatically it should boot into the mFlash application and present us with the UI to select the binary we want to use to flash. All right, here we go. And yeah, as you can see, this is my SSD with EFI system partition, and I have this binary prepared. I had to name it like it would be a MSI firmware because otherwise this utility does not recognize any other binaries which I named differently, but it's just a file name, nothing else. As you can see, I have named it A09, but the binary is like A.11, which is the actual binary content. So I can try to choose this binary right now by pressing enter. Then I confirm it, and there we go. The Dasharo binary is right now being flashed on the device. And yeah, after the process is done, it will of course reboot itself, and we should be presented with a beautiful Dasharo logo uh, in a few minutes. So as you can see, this is like the UI application. Everything is like only in the MSI firmware. Dasharo does not offer such beautiful interface yet. So this is like a one-time operation only and one-sided. So you can only transition from MSI firmware to Dasharo using mFlash. Um, but I will also show the MSI Flash BIOS button feature, which like can work in both ways. So you can either transition to Dasharo with that, or go back to MSI firmware uh,
So the
easily.
question the question is the question is from Hanater, is it like UFI cap files? I guess
Uh,
no.
no, no. These are not capsule files, so they have no capsule header on the top of the binary. It's just a raw 32 megabyte image that can be directly flashed using flash ROM or stuff like that. This is just a full binary with ME region and flash descriptor. All right, and it seems it is going to reboot soon. Uh, and we have to wait a little to let it train the memory, and then it should present us with the old-fashioned BIOS colors in the menu soon.
it takes time, yeah.
Yeah, it's
I,
DDR5, so it's definitely longer than DDR4, unfortunately. Uh,
so training for the DDR5 is taking longer than
yeah,
for
it's
the
longer
DDR4.
than DDR4. For example,
Wow.
DDR5 128 megs is like 5 minutes of training, something around that, as reported by one of the community members, which had
I
like.
have I have 128, but I
But
would
you
not
have
say it taking.
DDR4, it's like it may be even 2 times faster than DDR5,
Ah, okay, okay, okay.
something like that. I haven't measured 128 on DDR4, but at least I know that somebody had to set 5 minutes watchdog timeout to get the. Yeah, it worked. Yeah, magic.
Good, good,
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
This
Okay,
is what
and
we need.
I may boot from my if I partition again, for example, the Ubuntu I had, bang, and here we go. Ubuntu working. Great.
Yeah, congratulations, Michał. Congratulations.